What's going on, YouTube? This your boy Real Talk. You're now tuned in to Real Talk Media. Got something different to talk about today, boy. Okay, so for all the new people, I'm gonna let y'all know now. I'm not the most professional blogger. If y'all looking for somebody that's gonna use proper English the whole time, that might slow it down when they talk to you, y'all on the wrong channel. Go watch CNN or something. But here, y'all always gonna get the facts. You might not like me, you might not like my delivery, but I'm always gonna keep it 100. With that being said, man, I've been telling y'all what was gonna happen with this Tekashi shit. I've been telling y'all about the paperwork and the transcripts and that he was snitching, and y'all wanted to see the actual transcripts. Well, let's get to it then, nigga. I am going to start off reading it like it's saying. Sometimes I might stop and break it down a little bit for those that might not be as familiar with the technical terms or with how court work. But I am going to start out reading it what it say word for word. The shit do get boring, but then I'm going to skip some pages and get right to the bullshit. However, at the end of the video, I will just post the straight documents and y'all can read through it, scroll, pause, take pictures, whatever y'all want. And not bragging and not boasting and nothing, but everybody that watch my channel, y'all know I done posted my paperwork before. So sometimes I might be giving y'all a little bit of insight detail on how the system work for those that may not know, because y'all know what I'm saying, I already been through this shit. Before y'all get to saying the paperwork is fake, it's not official, it don't look real, I verified it myself. You ain't got to believe it. Look at the case number, look at the information on here, look at the numbers on the bottom, verify it yourself. I did. With that being said, United States District Court, Southern District of New York, United States of America versus Daniel Hernandez, the defendant. New York, New York, 18 CR dot. Fuck all that. I ain't about to read all that. Y'all can see it. Got the lawyer's names, got everybody else's name. Okay, let's start with it. Case called. The clerk. Counsel, state your appearance for the record, please. Mr. Longyear. Good afternoon, Your Honor. Michael Longyear and Jacob Warren on behalf of the United States. The court. Very good. Good afternoon to you both. Miss Florio. Good afternoon, Your Honor. Don Florio, Florio of the Don Florio Law Firm, 909 3rd Avenue, New York, New York. I represent Mr. Daniel Hernandez, who was standing to the left of me. Good afternoon, Your Honor. The court. All right. Good afternoon, Miss Florio. And good afternoon to you, Mr. Hernandez, the defendant. Good afternoon, Your Honor. The court. You may all be seated. All right. This proceeding is an open court. However, I understand that the government has filed an application to seal the transcript of this proceeding and to delay for a period of time the docketing of this proceeding, and the government has handed up, in fact, a written application to that effect. First of all, Mr. Longyear, is that correct? Mr. Longyear. Yes, Your Honor. The court. Would you please briefly put on record the basis for that request? In essence, summarize what's in the application. Mr. Longyear. Yes, Your Honor. The government in its sealing application requested the documents filed in connection with today's plea, which is the waiver of indictment, the superseding information, as well as the plea transcripts, be sealed and that their docketing be delayed. The reason for our application or the basis for the application are twofold. One is a safety concern with respect to the defendant and members of the defendant's family, and most importantly, the defendant we expect will be pleading guilty to certain crimes. The government anticipates filing or presenting a superseding indictment to a grand jury in short order, and should this proceeding become public, that would jeopardize law enforcement's efforts to arrest the defendants in that proposed superseding indictment, and may put their lives at risk in apprehending those defendants. That is a brief summary of what's set forth in our fully blah, 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 bunch of bullshit. Y'all can read that right there because I done fucked up and I done already stuttered on it. But next they say something like, the government has not yet sought closure of the courtroom today. Mr. Hernandez's anticipated guilty plea will be occurring and is occurring right now in open court. The government, however, is seeking the sealing of the transcript and the delay of this proceeding. The government has submitted an application and a letter explaining on the basis for seeking the sealing. The government is to file those materials under seal. Government counsel, man, fuck all that. Y'all ready to get to the bullshit? Okay, let's go. Basically, everything we just heard so far is a normal formality that they have when you go to court and you fighting a trial or you about to testify, or when you just in court in general. They make your attorneys in them state their name, the prosecution state their name, you get to state your name, and they read over what the charges are, so forth and so on. But we gonna skip past a lot of that. They were also saying how normally when you have charges or when you are in court, this is public information that the general public has the right to know. However, with some of these charges not being filed yet and this being a superseding indictment, they are asking that it be delayed before they actually make it public, because he's taking a plea bargain and some of the information that he's going to give in this plea bargain may jeopardize the case and or jeopardize whoever he tell on safety. So they say, hold on before you make this public. Let's get all we can get out this nigga. I know. Some of y'all having a hard time believing that. Y'all just want to know, is the nigga snitching? What did he say? Did he say any names and so forth and so on? All right, well, let's get to this part right here then. The court. Are you a United States citizen? The defendant. Yes, Your Honor, I am. The court. Under current law, there are sentencing guidelines as well as other factors set forth in the sentencing statutes that a judge must consider. A judge is required by law to consider and determine the sentence. Do you understand that? The defendant. Yes, Your Honor. The court. Have you spoken with your attorney about the sentencing guidelines and those factors? Yes. Yes, Your Honor, I have. The court. Do you understand that I would not be able to determine the guideline range that will form any part of my determination of what a reasonable sentence will be in your case until after a pre-sentence report has been prepared, until after you and your attorney and the government all have an opportunity to challenge any of the facts in that report as prepared by the probation officer? The defendant. Yes, Your Honor. The court. Do you understand that even after the court has determined what guideline range applies to you in your case, the court has the discretion under the current law to impose a sentence that is higher or lower than one recommended by the sentencing guidelines? The court. Do you understand that if your attorney or anyone else has attempted to predict what your sentence will be, that their prediction could be wrong? No one, not your attorney, not the government's attorney, no one can give you any assurance of what your sentence will be. Because I'm going to decide your sentence. Basically, they verifying with them that this is their signature, that these were the dates that they dated it on, making sure that it's really them, getting it on the record, asking him, did he discuss this with his attorney before he signed it? Was he threatened? Was he pressured into signing it? He's saying, yeah, I definitely spoke with my attorney. I wasn't threatened or pressured into signing it. I signed it willingly. They said, did you get forced to sign it? He said, no, he wasn't forced to sign it. Then they said, the court. Mr. Longyear, would you please summarize the material terms from the plea agreement? Mr. Longyear. Yes. Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, the agreement. With this agreement, the defendant agrees to plead guilty to counts 1 through 9 of the superseding information. As detailed by Your Honor, those crimes carry a maximum sentence of incarceration of life with a mandatory minimum of 47 years. The defendant agrees that 2 weeks prior to sentencing, he will pay back any taxes that may be required. The defendant further admits the forfeiture allegations of counts 1 through 9. The defendant's obligations under this agreement are as follows. He shall truthfully and completely disclose all information of the activities of himself and others to the U.S. Attorney's Office, that he will cooperate fully with the New York City Police Department, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, Homeland Security, and any other law enforcement agency, that he shall attend all meetings of the office, that he shall provide to the office upon request any document, that he shall truthfully testify before the grand jury or at any trial, that he shall bring to the office's attention all crimes he has committed, and that he shall commit no further crimes. If the defendant does this, the office, and this is detailed on pages 4 and 5 of the agreement, agrees not to prosecute the defendant for the crimes set forth in counts 1 through 9 of the superseding indictment, as well as additional crimes that the defendant has told the government about. Let me read that to y'all again, because some of y'all going to be like, man, get the fuck out of here. Man, that sounds crazy to me. Or, man, look, let's go back up here. He must disclose fully and truthfully all information and activities of himself and others to the U.S. Attorney's Office, that he will cooperate fully with the New York City Police Department, the ATF, Homeland Security, and any other law enforcement agency. He shall attend all meetings of the office, provide to the office upon request any document, that he shall truthfully testify before a grand jury or at any trial, that he shall bring to the office's attention all crimes which he has committed, and that he shall commit no further crimes. Slow it down a little bit just in case they ain't hear you.
We'll work with authorities in cases against other members of the gang.
Damn, this shit crazy. And what make it even worse is because Tekashi one of the first ones to ever say,
you can't just start snitching and say it was the non-trade.
If the defendant does this, the office, and this is detailed on pages 4 and 5 of the agreement, agrees not to prosecute the defendant for the crime set forth in counts 1 through 9 of the superseding information, as well as additional crimes that the defendant has told the government about. Additional crimes. This nigga telling on shit that ain't even in the indictment. But told y'all that's what they was going to do. I mean, matter of fact, scroll back a couple videos. I said that's what they was going to do. Matter of fact, it says, turning to page 5, the defendant has further provided additional crimes. Damn! Whoa, hold on, let me read that again. Turning to page 5, the defendant has further provided additional crimes, information concerning additional crimes to the office's attention, crimes that the government cannot prosecute him federally, but that the court can take into consideration as relevant conduct at sentencing. It is understood that the defendant's cooperation is likely to reveal the activities of individuals and that witness protection may be required at a later date. Rewind. It is understood that the defendant's cooperation is likely to reveal the activities of individuals and that witness protection may be required at a later date. Shit. Hey, in my opinion, they're going to have to do a lot of reconstructive surgery and get them damn tattoos removed off his face. Well, he's going to have to start wearing his girlfriend makeup like he did when he went to the Barclays that night. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get back to the video. Remember, I was telling y'all about Kuda B? Kuda B ain't fuck his baby mama. Kuda B wasn't in the plot to kill him. Kuda B wasn't the one that kidnapped him and robbed him. Kuda B is the one that he paid the money to go shoot at Chief Keef, and Kuda B is the other nigga that he told on. Damn, that shit crazy. This agreement does not bind any other prosecuting office, and it is further set forth at the bottom of page 5 that the sentence to be imposed on this defendant is within the sole discretion of this court. The government has not made any representation about the sentence that he may receive. That sentence is to be determined based on the court's evaluation of the sentencing. Man, fuck all that. We gonna skip past a lot of stuff. Basically, what they saying is, yeah, I know you and your lawyer and your prosecutor came up with a deal, but at the end of the day, it's up to me. So I know they be saying we ain't gonna charge you with this. I know we saying we gonna drop charges, but now I do what the fuck I want to do as far as for the law go. I mean, that's called y'all's agreement. At the end of the day, I get the final say so. And even if you tell us about a whole bunch of stuff and we convict everybody, I still ain't gotta honor that agreement. So you could tell us what you want to tell us, but I tell you this much. If we find out that it's something that you didn't tell us that you knew about, we gonna bank your ass. And if we find out that you lied about something, we gonna bank your ass. Now, let's find out what this nigga really said. The court. All right, at this point, Mr. Hernandez, we're up to the point at which I'd like you to tell me in your own words what you did that makes me believe you are guilty of the 9 charges in the information. Miss Florio, I see that you've handed a written document to your client. Is that correct? Miss Florio, that is correct, Your Honor. The court. Mr. Hernandez, will you be consulting that document as you answer the question I just put to you? The defendant. Yes, Your Honor. The court. That's fine. I just need to make sure that it's a document you familiarized yourself with before. The important part is that you basically, the nigga got a note from his lawyer. It's a prepared statement and they want to make sure that he know what he's talking about. So he's saying, yeah, I know what it is. I'm just going to be reading this off, you know, a prepared statement. And yes, I will be referring to it. So he says, the judge say, all right, you may proceed. I ask you to speak nice and slowly. Often when people read in court, they speak too fast for the court reporter. So take it slow. The defendant. In the fall of 2017, I met and joined the 9Trey Blood Gang. As a member of 9Trey, the enterprise engaged in such activities including shooting at people, robbing people, and at times drug trafficking. The court. What was the thing after shooting people? The defendant. Robbing people. The court. Robbing people. Thank you. The defendant. We operated in Manhattan, Brooklyn, and the Bronx. As members of 9Trey, we had disputes with rivals of 9Trey, including disputes with our own members who we deemed disloyal to the organization. We engaged in these various criminal acts to preserve and enhance the power of 9Trey.
You can't just start snitching and say, it was the 9Trey.
Our enterprise was engaged in activities that affected interstate and foreign commerce. As part of the conspiracy, we agreed that at least one of us would commit at least 2 acts of racketeering. In furtherance of the conspiracy, we at times knowingly used, carried, brandished, and discharged a gun in furtherance of the conspiracy. I helped other 9Trey members to do the same. On or about March 20th, 2018, I helped members of 9Trey attempt to kill a rival gang member. I did this to maintain and increase my own standing in 9Trey. In furtherance of this attempted murder, I knew that another member of 9Trey had a gun and had discharged that gun. On or about April 3rd, 2018, I and other members robbed a rival gang member in Manhattan. I fucked that part up. Oh well. Rewind. On or about April 3rd, 2018, I and other members robbed a rival of 9Trey in Manhattan. I helped other members of 9Trey rob persons at gunpoint and property was taken from the victims. I did this to maintain or increase my own standing in 9Trey. In furtherance of this robbery, I knew that another member of 9Trey had brandished a gun. On or about June 2nd, 2018, in furtherance of 9Trey of the 9Trey enterprise, I paid a person to shoot at a rival of 9Trey to scare him. The shooting took place in Manhattan. Remember the Chief Keef shooting down there at the W Hotel? Okay. Well, he didn't say that part. I said that part. Anyway, back to what it said. I did this to maintain and increase my own standing in 9Trey. In furtherance of this shooting, I knew that, I said furtherance, so what, nigga? I said I ain't professional. In furtherance of this shooting, I knew that a member of 9Trey had discharged a gun. In 2017, I and others agreed to sell 1 kilo of heroin. He didn't say kilo, but kilogram of heroin. I participated in the drug transaction, and I received a payment for my willing participation in this transaction. At all times, I knew that these actions were wrong and in violation of the law. I apologize to the court, to anyone who was hurt, to my family, and fans for what I've done and who I've let down. The court. All right. Thank you. One moment. Pause. Man, fuck that. Why they say pause? I'm about to roll up a blunt. I'll be back.
First and foremost, you from Hoover, but you couldn't wait to jump on some East Coast Bloods dick. You faggot ass nigga. Nigga, you think we ain't see the video of your faggot ass when that nigga put the chain on your neck? Nigga, you was down there ready to cry, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Real nigga shit, you know. Welcome to the family officially. You've been a family, but it's only right when you get the jewels on it.
Treyway.
Treyway shit. You know what I'm saying?
Treyway. Shit. Yeah.
That we gave you time. You said I'm gonna post the paperwork on my live. Nigga, where it's at? Ever since you done said that, it's then came out Tekashi 6ix9ine snitching. This then came out 3 more motherfuckers and got indicted. Tekashi then went ahead and plea bargained out, and you still ain't posted nothing? Where that paperwork at, nigga? Matter of fact, at Real Talk Blogger, at Alshon Martin. We want to know where that paperwork at, nigga. It's on now.
Boy, nigga, Shotty. I gotta tell you too much. Yeah, I'm gonna say some of that. I'm gonna talk about fuck Shotty, big-headed ass, yeah. Hey, Shotty a snitch. I'm letting y'all know that. Shotty is a straight snitch. Shotty is cooperating. That's what they said in court. He cooperating. Let me see. Shotty cooperating right now. What's up? Yeah, I want to know what's... I'm going to have the paperwork soon, too. I'm going to let my live know. I will have the paperwork soon on the nigga Shotty. He telling, he talking.
Whether I like a person or whether I dislike a person, I never put a snitch jacket on them and I never put a rape jacket on them. And that's exactly what you did, Alshon Martin. Now, whether Shotty cooperate in the future, as of right now, it ain't no paperwork saying Shotty snitched. So, matter of fact, hold on, wait a minute. King Erner, let me borrow this for a minute. Jack move, my nigga. Hey, you know what, Alshon Martin? Your honor has now been snatched by Real Talk Media until you post the paperwork, nigga. Miss Florio, Mr. Longear, can we consult for a second? Counsel conferred, the defendant. My understanding is that the drugs came from out of state, from California. The court. All right, I don't expect you to know where each and every drug came from. I just want to make sure you're not disputing what Mr. Longmire says, which is the fact that the government's evidence is that the drugs came from outside of New York State. Is that correct? The defendant? Yes, it is. The court. And Miss Florio, just to make sure, do I have that correct? Miss Florio, you do have that correct. The court. All right. With respect to all 9 counts, are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty? The defendant. Yes, Your Honor. The court. Are you pleading guilty voluntarily and of your own free will? The defendant. Yes, I am. The court. Does the government counsel agree that there is sufficient factual blah, 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 bunch of bullshit? Yeah, we do believe this. It's all factual. We ain't made none of this up. He agreeing to do it on his own. And it says, the court. Does defense counsel know of any valid defense that would prevail at trial or any other reason why your client would not be permitted to plead guilty? Miss Florio. Not at all, Your Honor. The court. Mr. Hernandez, because you acknowledge that you are in fact guilty as charged in the information, because I am satisfied that you know of your rights, including your right to go to trial, because I am satisfied that you are aware of the consequences of your plea, including the sentence that may be imposed, and because I find that you are voluntarily pleading guilty, I accept your guilty plea, and I enter a judgment of guilty on the 9 counts in which you have pled guilty. Now, eventually your case will proceed to the point of sentencing, and I want you to pay very close attention to what I'm about to say. Eventually, this probation department is going to want to interview you in connection with the pre-sentence report that it will prepare. This may come sometime down the road given the nature of the plea agreement you have entered into, but that day will come. If you choose to speak with the probation department, please make sure that anything you say to them is truthful and accurate. I read those reports very carefully. Along with the parties' sentencing submissions, there are often extreme... Man, a bunch of bullshit. It's basically saying, all right, my nigga, I'm going to go ahead and accept your guilty plea and I'm going to enter a judgment of guilty, but I'm not going to sentence you yet as long as you give the pre-sentence investigation people all the info they looking for, get the probation people what they looking for, get the people inside the court, help the police, and testify in these trials, and then I'm going to sentence you. And if we find out that you wasn't truthful, we banking your ass. But as of right now, we accepting your plea. Damn, this whole shit crazy. And guess what else? He was supposed to be going to court on September 4th for trial, but since he pleading out and they want him to testify in everybody's case, his new court date is January 23rd at 10 o'clock in the morning. Damn, this shit crazy. I mean, that is if everybody else don't plead out to their case, and y'all know what it is. But I mean, damn, yo, Tekashi definitely snitching. Oh, y'all want to hear some more, huh? Okay, let's get to it. Remember a while ago I told y'all that Tekashi snitched on Kuda B for shooting at Chief Keef, and y'all like, Well, he's supposed to be the ringleader. If he's the boss and he's the one sending out the hit, then why would he tell on the shooter? I mean, that's just stupid. Well, a nigga did it. And inside the paperwork, it says he must admit the crimes that he participated in, those that are known in the indictment, and those that are unknown. So that is one of the crimes. So all of y'all who was talking all that shit, what you got to say now? Oh, hold on. Let me guess. Oh, that paperwork fake. Or you can't believe the media. You can't believe the feds. No. You can't believe a nigga with rainbow hair that run around throwing around bandanas, acting like he in the streets, acting like a gangster that want to get on the stand and tell on his fucking homeboys. That's that bullshit. Oh, he wasn't a real street nigga, but okay, I don't know people who ain't real street motherfuckers that put hits on people and expect to get away with it. I mean, come on now, y'all tripping. Oh, well, they was gonna kill him. Oh, well, they was fucking his baby mama. What did Kuda B do to him? What is that, collateral damage? Kuda B is not accused of trying to rob him, kill him, didn't get accused of fucking his baby mama, and he still told on him? Yeah, I know. Okay, he should have been in the street. He should have been somewhere. But at the end of the day, y'all boy a rap. And a lot of y'all just can't get over the fact that the nigga snitching. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck neither way it go. But, hey, y'all can drop y'all apologies or y'all fuck yous down in the comments. I might say something fly back, though. And I know I told y'all I was probably going to post the actual transcripts at the end of the video without me talking so y'all can read through it, pause, take screenshots and stuff. But nigga, I'm high, I'm tired, this video already long as shit and I don't feel like it. So scroll back through the video, turn the volume down, and take y'all screenshots that way. With that being said, man, shout out Tim Tyler, Big Dev 77, Melissa, motherfucking Nikki Love, Kiki. Matter of fact, the whole Real Talk Mafia, Cash Out TV, Dice TV. Y'all already know who y'all is, man. Matter of fact, if I forgot to say your name, write it in the comments. Drop a comment down below and let me know what y'all think about this. I'm on Twitter at Real Talk Blogs, but I really don't be on there. I'm on Instagram and Facebook at Real Talk Blogger. Damn, this shit crazy. I'm out.